Good morning, bosses, baby bosses, big bosses, bossy bosses. Good morning, people. Good morning. So I'm up bright and early this morning, about to drink my coffee. And before I get started, I want to tell you guys something. Look at this. So I am left-handed. The cup is made for a right-handed person, right? So remember that when you are creating cups, because there are only a few of us lefties out here, but we count too. Um, so anyways, I just like to show you guys goof ups and mess ups and stuff like that here. I am Latana, the Lady Print Boss, and this segment is Coffee with Miss T. So I'm gonna drink this coffee. It's straight black today, y'all. Ugh, that sound, it's terrible. So I'm gonna give you a little black history on. Just got a call this morning. I was actually going to do this segment over another topic. But I got a call this morning, and I thought that this would be the perfect place and time to go ahead and talk about the call that I got and tell you guys my thoughts on it. Okay, I think it'll be a great tip for you guys today. So got a phone call from a young lady that wanted to get some t-shirts, and she only needs 19, and I asked her to send me over the design. Okay, right off the bat, she has her own t-shirts. So when people call me and they want to buy their own t-shirts, when you are a screen printer or a t-shirt printer, whatever type of printing that you do, let me turn around because I want y'all to listen to me. If you are not a contract printer that's printing a lot of contract work and you get like these small orders, and your customer calls and they immediately want to purchase just printing services, go ahead and mentally go flag. Okay, I'm gonna tell you why. Put up a flag in your mind, because automatically there's something going on that customer wants to provide their own shirts. Either there's a budget issue, and that's going to be probably about 95% of the time, maybe more. There's a budget issue and you're dealing with a customer, I'm just going to say it, a low-grade customer. Dealing with a customer that's on a budget. This is not low grade, but they just down there and they're trying to look for the cheapest print. Okay, number one. Number two, on the other hand, you could be dealing with a high grade customer. Okay, somebody who wants something more. They're very picky about shirts and they want you to print on something like maybe a Nike t-shirt that costs 30 bucks a piece. Okay, so flag goes off and now you got to figure out which one it is. Okay, depending on your setup, you could make money either way, or you might just be wasting your time. This particular gal here had a design that she sent over to me. She started explaining the design to me, and then she said, well, I've got it and I'll send it over. So I use Google Voice connected to my phone. If you don't have Google Voice is a great way to communicate with your customers, because it's a second phone number on your phone that's free. You can receive text messages and pictures and all that stuff. And when you turn it off, you ain't got to be bothered with nobody, right? So I use the Google Voice. Y'all know I don't need to be talking about Google Voice and get sidetracked. Now, where was I? Okay, so I told her to send the image. She sent the image over to the phone, and it's a black shirt. Okay, anytime there's a black shirt going on, You got to immediately say, okay, let me focus in on the image and see how I'm going to print this. My immediate thoughts, because I'm a screen printer, is I want to screen print everything. I want to screen print everything. But I don't want to screen print 19 shirts with a bunch of colors. Okay? Because it's just not going to make me money. Getting to the point of the video. Okay? So the job is a 2-color job. On black shirts, it's 2 colors of ink on the front and 2 colors of ink on the back. But it's actually 3 colors because you're going to have to print a white base and then do a purple print. Okay? So the job ends up being just a full color design with 2 colors of print on the front, 2 colors of print on the back. And when I look at these jobs as a screen printer, or even as a person that's printing vinyl, or if you're doing a sublimation overlay, first thing I do is I look at a job, I figure out how I'm going to print. Okay, number one, my mind goes to screen printing. Okay, I can screen print this, but this is going to take 3 screens or 2 screens and 2 screens. I could print that job with, I could print that job in 2 screens on the front and 2 screens on the back. But I look at jobs that have a big coat of white. I don't like to print like hard prints, so a lot of times I'll do a base coat and then I'll do my color and then I'll top it off with a white, which would make it 3 screens. So the job could either be a 2-color print job on front and 2 colors on back, 4 screens or 6 screens. Just depends on how you as a printer want to print it. So take into account that it's only 19 shirts. My minimum is 24 pieces. On stuff like that, I like to do at least 36 pieces or more, just so that it's worth my time. Okay. So immediately, well, let me back up before I get to the good part. Let me back up. So then there's another problem with the job. The problem is that, and it's not a problem at all, but it's another issue that needs to be taken care of with this job. This job, while it's going to have the same design on the front and the same design on the back on the 19 shirts, this same job also needs individual names, which are done in 2 colors, which is going to match the print, okay? The same print. So when I think about stuff like that, it's like, okay, so basically the job is purple and white. Okay, so we're going to do is purple and white screen print, and then you would have to try to do a purple name outlined with white. Flag. Okay, here's another flag. Now, the reason that this second flag goes up is because I know good and well now we're going to do a vinyl, and then we're going to do a screen print. Okay, so the vinyl and the screen print is not going to match exactly. But your customer is going to want it to match, right? So if you take this job without explaining to your customer that if you take this job, sorry guys, my son is popping up on my, get out of my phone. My youngest son's 19 years old. He's popping up on my phone. Hope you guys can't see that. Anyways, if you take a job like that, you have to let people know that the print that you're going to get there on that for the name is not going to match the print of the screen print. One way that you can do that is if you screen print the job and then do the name on the top. When you heat press it, then when you heat press that design, then your Plastisol ink will, you know, smooth out, or kind of, not really smooth out, but you know, kind of glisten, and then it'll look more like a vinyl print. However, you've just added Not only have you added, let's say, 4 screens, so you're going to do a 4-screen job, then you're going to turn around and you're going to have to heat press a name on the shirt, and you're going to do 2 presses on that shirt that you've already done. So it's going to increase the amount of time that you have to work on this job. We're getting to the point of headache jobs, okay? That's what the whole video is about. I'm getting to it. Y'all figuring it out. Come on now. Getting to the point of headache jobs. So now my mind says, okay, well, y'all are saying, okay, let me back up. Back up. Okay. This is where y'all get to really see my personality, okay? I'm really a character, and I don't really show it in most of my other videos. See, this is Miss T right here. This is me. And the other videos, I'm LaTonna, the Lady Print Boss. And when I'm the Lady Print Boss, I have to be very serious. But today I'm Miss T. So, yeah, double personality. Everybody in my family has them. But I've got one sister that's really just kooky. Anyways, back to the video. Okay. So, you're probably saying, why don't you just turn around and just do the whole thing in vinyl? Right? Yeah, I would. But this particular design has these fades and gradients and this funky little, like, kind of like a snake print with the purple and white in the design, okay? It's not something that you can do in vinyl unless you cut it and do like a printable vinyl. I don't have a solvent printer. I could do sublimation and do a printable, like a easy subli thing. Do that, right? Yeah. Well, that's gonna be a headache too. So, anyways, you got 2 choices you could do. That's what my final choice was. Okay, well, we could do this way. I don't spend much time on the phone with people when I know that it's probably a job that I'm really not gonna want to do or whatever. So the first thing I ask is, as I'm quoting the job, I put the job in the calculator to get a quote on the job. And as I'm quoting the job, this is when I find out she wants to provide her own shirt. She says, oh, I already have the shirts. So I am like, my hands are typing, and then I go into this like matrix, like I do this. I even do that when customers are in front of me. Right? So anyways, don't do that when your customers are in front of you. Don't do that. Y'all don't do that. So anyways, the lady wants to provide the shirts, which that's fine. But in my mind, I've already calculated how much time this job is going to take. Either I've got, you know, whatever way that you're going to print the job, how long the job is going to take. If you screen print this job, it's going to do this. And then you offer, you know, okay, well, we can do this with sublimation overlay. And then the customer says, no, I really want it to be screen printed. Okay, but you've got names, and then those names are going to have to, we're not going to be able to screen. Just a lot, right? But you still want to get paid, especially those of you guys who are out there. So you want to give options and stuff, but they're just really stuck on what they on what the customer wants. Okay. And so I give the lady a quote, and for me, I wouldn't touch those shirts for less than 20 bucks a piece, and that's cheap. Okay. I just wouldn't do it. I don't even want to do it, right? Because I think this is where you have to know how to pick and choose your jobs. Because we've got the t-shirts, and then we got the screen printing, and then you got the vinyl printing. You got 2 designs on front, 2 designs on back. It's just so much stuff that can happen the more colors that you're printing, and then you have to go in and you have to heat press that stuff. So now you're getting in it labor intense. Okay, whole thing what the video is about. Pick and choose your jobs, learn how to quote your jobs, learn how to pick and choose your jobs. And when you find a job that is going to be labor intensive, and don't worry about you always want to give the customer options, but sometimes some jobs are just not for you. Especially, get to the good part, so this customer said, oh well, I found someone that will do the order for $8. $8 for a front and back screen print. I'm talking about, for one, I got to color separate this artwork, okay? Because you ain't got the right artwork, baby. So I got to color separate this artwork into halftones, and I got to burn the screens, okay, because of the type of halftones and how small these halftones are. You may, if you don't have a top of the line burn unit, then you're going to have some time. So the homemade unit that you guys see me show you in my videos, that one's not going to work. That means I got to go to my big unit and burn it on the big unit in order to make sure that I get it right. Sometimes when you're dealing with halftone work, you may end up having to reburn a screen. Just depends on how good you are and if you have that design down or your technique down as far as, timing and whatnot. So a whole lot of stuff can go wrong with this screen print stuff. So the lady says she has someone that can do the job for $8 and she provides the shirts. So at that point, I just say, oh, okay, well, thank you. Thank you for calling me and considering me. But this is a job. If I were you, I would go ahead and, if it make sure that the person that's printing that can do that job, because my price is going to be so and so, because she asked me could I match the price, and it's a job that I honestly wouldn't want to touch, wouldn't want to be able to match that price. It's just in business, when you look at printing and you look at business, you have to look at people's mindsets. Okay, something that I've learned through my 30 years, okay, of being out here is to look at people's mindsets and people's budgets. That's why I told you, when people say they want to provide their own shirts, their mindset is always 90-something% of the time, some of y'all gonna get mad because y'all do it too, is the budget. Okay, so basically I already know what's gonna happen here. A lot of times when you get people that are willing to, so she explained to me that this company would do, this person will do the name for $3 a shirt, which is going to be a two colors name. Okay, so $3 times, let's say if we did 3 times 20, what are we looking at? $60. So, and then we're going to take one off, so what we're looking at, $57. So $57 to do those 20 names on a shirt. Okay, and then they're going to charge $5 a shirt to print a 2-color design front and back, which you're going to end up using either printing it, you're going to print the white twice, and so you're going to do that for $5 front and back. So you're looking at a little bit under $80 there. So all in all, here we go, we got 80 and 57, so we got $137. $137. Now, if you take a job $137 on a job that's going to take you probably the whole day. Okay, you have to separate the artwork, set the art, burn screens, set up the job, which means you got to register a front color job, and then you got to register a back color job. And this job is, the registration on the front is gonna be something, okay? And then after you register the job, yeah, I'm writing, okay? After you register the job, you're gonna go ahead and you're gonna print those shirts, and then you're gonna do a, let's see if we did a print flash print. We're gonna do a print flash print, and then the last one is gonna be the purple. So we're gonna print flash print the white, and then our purple, we would have to just do one color. Okay. So then, so let's say that the printing took us to print the 19 shirts front and back, working leisurely with setup and all of that. Let's say that that took us, oh, we're gonna say it took us an hour and a half to do. Okay, we're gonna, so I'm giving you 30 minutes to set up the job, and I'm giving you a whole hour to print the job. And then after you did that, you're gonna turn around and you're going to have to cut vinyl, and those, the names are small and intricate, so you're gonna have to cut that vinyl, and then you're gonna have to heat press that job on those 20 shirts. So at minimum, I'm gonna give you another hour, which is gonna be 2 hours and 30 minutes. Okay, and then with art seps and all of that stuff, creating films and all that stuff, let's say that takes another hour. So we got 3.5 hours in on a job that we're going to make $130 off of. Okay. Yeah. So we got, let's see here. What is that? Somebody tell me. Y'all tell me how much that is. Got 3 hours. Let's see here. I got a call coming in. So we got 3 hours on a job that's gonna pay us $137 or $140. So we're gonna divide 14 by 3, 14 by 3, let's see. So we're gonna make less than $40 an hour on that job, or maybe a little bit more, right? Less than 40 bucks an hour, 40 bucks an hour on that job, and we're gonna do a lot of work. Not now. Now, from that $40 that we just made, how much of that is going to go into our labor and our money that we're spending on screens, inks, and supplies, vinyl, and all of that stuff? So I'm going to leave it there, let you guys do the math. The whole point of the video is to tell you, make sure that you pick your jobs right. Every job is not the right job for you. And if you want to make money in screen printing business or printing business in general, you have to learn how to price your t-shirts properly and know what jobs to take. So you need to know how long it takes you to print these jobs. You need to know how much it's costing you to print these jobs. And yeah, I just forgot the last one, but you need to know all of that stuff. So of course I didn't take the job, and here's the thing, A lot of times people feel that if they don't take a job, then you're not going to make money. Instead of taking a job where you're going to be working like a slave, go ahead and spend that time on a customer that's really going to pay you what you're worth. That type of job isn't even worth you taking if you're just starting out. It's not worth you taking. So y'all have a good one. And I'll see you next time. This is Coffee with Tea. Bye.